Yo, what up, guys? It's Deuce here. Back from my review for tonight's Raw. I went off the air like an hour ago. Um, it was from Greenville, South Carolina, June 4th, 2012. First of all, it's like June 4th, and it's like 50 degrees out right now where I am in Connecticut. So I don't know where the rest of y'all are at, but it's fucking like October weather here, and it's like beginning of summer. What the fuck? Anyways, Raw tonight, very disgusted with. Didn't enjoy it at all. I thought it was one of the worst Raws in recent memory. The main event, John Cena versus Michael Cole, that just says it all. It's just such fucking bullshit, man. I'm like so close to just losing interest from WWE. It's just not even funny. And it's basically all because of Cena. I'm just so sick of seeing his smiling face every week. Stupid stupid jokes that really no one laughs at but little kids, and hell, they still don't understand half the jokes he says because they're just too fucking little to understand anything. It's just, just seeing you said you were going to go away for a few months after Extreme Rules. Why didn't you follow through with that? Stay out until July, August. And now with Orton being suspended, can you imagine all summer, most of the summer without Orton or Cena? A lot of new guys could be given chances for pushes, but anyway, this is gonna be a very short review. I didn't take very many notes at all. So Raw from Greenville show starts off with Michael Cole in the ring, and he interviews Cena, who comes out basically, and Cole talks about the big show and whatnot, and Cole speaks the truth about Cena. Cole may have his instances where he's very annoying on most fronts, where I could concur with that, but he has his moments where he says some funny shit, and I actually kind of respect some of the stuff he says. And Cole says he supported Cena from day one, but now he's starting to see things differently, and he hopes Show does to Cena at No Way Out what all of us have been waiting for years, which is put him out of his misery. I couldn't agree more. And Cole calls Cena overrated. Thank you, Cole. Finally, someone fucking speaking the truth. Now comes John Laurinaitis on his little scooter. He tells Cena, and no Eve tonight. What the fuck? I wanted to see Eve, that sexy thing. Laurinaitis tells Cena Big Show's not here tonight, but he's gonna let Cena pick his opponent tonight, and Cena picks Cole as his opponent. Little bitch. We get hype for Kane versus CM Punk later, and there's a Michael Cole John Laurinaitis segment backstage where Cole basically talks to Johnny about not wanting to face Cena tonight, and Laurinaitis says sorry. That's what's gonna happen. Now next comes Vicky Guerrero, introduces Dolph Ziggler. So Sheamus out next. Rematch from SmackDown. Dolph Ziggler versus Sheamus. Just such bullshit, man. I'm becoming such a big fan of Dolph. I love his in-ring work. He can sell the shit out of any move. Got great charisma. Just talent-wise, he's just unbelievable. The guy's a total package. Uh, and it sucks, man. It sucks watching these young, underused guys get fucking buried and mistreated. Sheamus won with a brogue kick. I thought it was fucking bullshit. And Dolph, you ditched Swagger. All right, that's cool. No more tag team ship. Go solo. Dude, you need to get rid of Vicky Guerrero. Break free from her. She's not doing anything but holding you down, and I can't stand listening to that fucking noise every time she comes out. That fucking voice. Excuse me. I'm sorry. Dolph, you're better than that. Get rid of Vicky Guerrero. If you want to have a manager or someone, apparently you have Mason Ryan being your bodyguard on live events. When is he going to debut on Raw? Vicky Guerrero just should manage Swagger. Dolph is so much better than that. He needs to go solo. So Sheamus went with the bro kick. I thought it was fucking bullshit. Then Alberto Del Rio attacks Sheamus after the match on the ramp and fucks his arm up, puts him in the cross arm breaker while Sheamus is like hanging off the stage. Good shit there. Like to see that aggressiveness from Del Rio. He'll need it this Sunday, or 2 Sundays. And we learned this. I read about this earlier in the day. We learned Vince McMahon will be back next week to evaluate John Laurinaitis' job performance thus far. Uh, so that should be good. Always excited to see Vince back on TV. Sin Cara versus Hunico is next. Sin Cara's return to Raw. Sin Cara won. I guess he doesn't jump off the trampoline over the top rope anymore. And he beat Hunico. It was a good match. Sin Cara, he's just incredible in the ring. He does some good stuff. It's one of the few bright spots tonight. Commercial, then back from commercial. Ryback, he defeated two more jobbers They both looked like they were 17 years old. I mean, one of the guys looked like he weighed 20 pounds. It's ridiculous. Well, not 20 pounds, but you know what I mean. He's no meat on the bones at all. Ryback destroyed both of them. One of the guys' names was Stan Stansky or some Stan Stankers Stankerson or something. I was laughing my ass off. The Ryback barely gets any reaction. It's just WWE. Come on, this shit. This PG shit is really getting old. CM Punk versus Kane was next. This was probably the match I looked forward to most of the night. Daniel Bryan was at ringside. He provided a couple distractions. Kane picked up the one with a choke slam. It was a good match. I liked how Kane's been incorporated in this D-Bry CM Punk feud for the WWE title. And AJ came down, involved in the match a little. Backstage segment with AJ after the match and Josh Matthews, and because Kane looked towards AJ after the match like he was going to attack her, and she looked all scared. Scared at first, and then she kind of smirked, like a little smile, and Kane just left the ring. It's kind of like weirded out almost. So AJ, man, she's a crazy bitch, but I like that. So then Kofi and a backstage segment with AJ and Josh Matthews, and basically Josh asked what that was all about. Like, why'd you smile at Kane after you looked really scared? And AJ was like, playing with Josh's times. Like, what, do you not like aggressive girls, Josh? And she's like, because I do. Damn. Little HLA. I'd like to see that. So that's good shit. AJ, I think she's a good actress. And she's hot as hell. And she can wrestle, too. I've seen some of her matches. So hopefully she gets more involved in the storyline. So Kofi Kingston and R-Truth versus Kurt Hawkins and Tyler Rex. Good to see these guys getting some television time. Hawkins and Rex, that is. Kofi and Truth won. This tag team's not good at all. I mean, come on. Two random superstars. They don't even have theme music together. They just come out to Kofi's theme. I just think it's bullshit. And Kofi needs to start getting pushed. So Kofi and Truth won. Kofi at Trouble in Paradise on Hawkins. So then John Cena to the ring for the main event, and John Laurinaitis comes out and says, you'll get Michael Cole Cena in a no disqualification match, only if you can beat this man first. Out comes Tensai. So it's Cena versus Tensai. Cena wins. Tensai's first loss since being back in the WWE on Raw, whatever. So Cena won, of course, and then Cole even slapped him during the match when they were around the announcer's table. I thought it was hilarious. So then it's Michael Cole versus Cena, no disqualification match. Cena basically ripped Cole's clothes off. I don't know why. Like, why do you want to rip his clothes off? Like, okay, faggot. Cena basically, and King is just such a fucking bitch of an announcer now. I miss the old King from late 90s. It was around, actually, it was like late 90s to 2005. He was early 2005. He was a heel announcer. Just always rooted for the heels. Triple H, Evolution, all those guys. Vince, DX back in the day. Now he's just a bitch, kisses Cena's ass. He gave Cena some of JR's barbecue sauce. Cena squirted it all over Cole. Then Tensai got back in the ring and dropped the Baldo bomb. Cena with the Baldo bomb. And Cole went for the cover. And I literally was freaking. I was not freaking out, but I was really hoping Cole would get the 3 count. Only got 2. Cena kicked out. He ends up hitting the AA on Cole. 1, 2, 3. It's over. So Raw ends with that. And there was no big show tonight. Apparently it came out after the show went off the air. Dark match or whatever. But this Raw was really mediocre. And that's putting it nicely. I didn't enjoy it at all. I mean, the lack of wrestling was just pissing me off. Again, no Beth Phoenix, no Divas shit. I mean, usually I'm okay with that. But, I mean, you're really just not giving a fuck about the Divas when you don't even put them on TV or mention them. And see, I'm just getting so sick of John Cena. Like, honestly, I know it's wrong to say, but I want to see him get injured. I want to see him fucking get injured. Just be out for a few months. I mean, God's sakes, man. I mean, you're in the middle of getting a divorce. Shouldn't you just be taking some time off, focusing on that shit? Fuck that. So, No Way Out, we all know Cena's going to win, beat Cena, Big Show in the Steel Cage match, and that'll be the end of that feud. And then what next for Cena? Orton's out. He's had a feud with everyone else on the roster. What, he's going to feud with some young guy and bury him? Yeah, we all want to see that. Fuck out of here. So, and the crowd tonight was horseshit. Basically, I've decided the only good crowds are Miami, Chicago, and New York. That's it. That's fucking it. And Boston every night. And Boston's good too. That's it. That's physically it. There's never any other good crowds. They're all Cena cocksucking kids who don't know shit. So that's my opinion on that. So, and I really don't give a fuck about offending any people who comment on this video, because I know there are a couple who always disagree with me, but I really don't give a fuck anymore. I just don't care about Cena. I'm so sick of his fucking smiling face all the time. Go to the Disney Channel with that shit. No, don't bring it to Raw fucking professional wrestling. Get out of here, man. I hope Show destroys you at No Way Out. Raw was pretty awful tonight, and on the other bright side, at least there was no Brodus Clay tonight. Thank God. So, yeah, let me know what you guys thought of tonight's show. I thought it was horse shit. It was garbage. Other than OKC beat the Spurs tonight. Thunder took a 3-2 series lead. Hopefully my Celtics can do the same tomorrow night in South Beach and take it back to the Bean to finish this fucking shit. Finish what we started. Fuck LeChoke or LeQuit and the fucking Heat and D Wade, all those fucking divas. So yeah, hopefully that shit works out tomorrow night. But Raw tonight really just didn't enjoy it all. They need WWE's kind of been lackluster with their shows lately. So, and apparently I'm gonna try and do a video tomorrow about updated news on Randy Orton standing at WWE. Apparently he met with Vince and Triple H and Kevin Dunn and all the top WWE execs today or whatever, and Vince was not happy with him at all. So apparently his status with WWE is in fact in limbo. In my opinion, I doubt they would ever let him go, especially because TNA would jump on him right away. But I'm not going to get into that right now. I'm going to do a video on that tomorrow. But just wanted to say, apparently Randy Orton's status in WWE isn't as concrete as though it would seem. So we'll get to that tomorrow. But anyway, guys, let me know what thought tonight's Raw. Myself, I thought it was shitty, like you've heard. So comment, subscribe if you want to, and enjoy the rest of your night, guys. See you tomorrow. I'm out. Peace.